Hello, welcome to Numeristical and the picks of the day. Again, sorry I missed yesterday, was not able to get connected on time. I'm sitting here on a cruise ship and we're in port, so I'm able to get some internet access. As always, let's start out review our previous picks. 2 days ago we had 3 picks. We went 1 and 2, kind of a heartbreaking loss where the Cubs were up 8-0 and managed to lose the game. So again, such is life. We're down 0.99 units for the day and down 4.7 something units for the year. Let's move on to today's games though. So give me a second to get started. So in terms of sides, here's the full slate of games for today and the probabilities that the model has come up with. Now, one note is that the model has no idea who Spencer Arrighetti is and has no history on him, so I'm not going to be making any calls on that game. But let's move down then to the picks. So the model likes three home teams and 4 away teams, but one of those home teams is against Spencer Arrighetti, so we're not going to count that one. So we're just going to look at the Rays and the Angels, and the Orioles and the Red Sox. So the Rays and the Angels, it says to take the Angels if you can get 123, and Pinnacle showing 119. So let's take a look to see what we could get. So the Angels, looks like we can get 120, but not 123. So we won't take a bet there. Next up is the Orioles and the Red Sox. It likes the Red Sox if you can get minus 109.8. So we'll say 109, minus 109. And the Red Sox will get minus 110. So here's the question, do I round off or do I round down? Let's go ahead and take it. I'll count that as a round down because 110 is such a round number that I'm going to take the Red Sox at minus 110. So let's put that down. Red Sox minus 110, and you can get that at Circa or Superbook, both offering that. Again, we're going to skip this game with the Astros pitching Spencer Arrighetti. Next up, Phillies Cardinals. Likes the Phillies if you can get again 135 or better, and Pinnacle's already shown 130, so we'll probably have a bet there. Let's look at the Phillies. Phillies, yep, we're getting 130 at Circa. Minus 130 at Circa. So we'll take the Phillies minus 130. Next up, the Washington Nationals against the Giants. Likes the Nationals if you can get 172.4 or better. And Pinnacle's already shown 177, so we'll probably find a bet there. Let's look at the Nationals. Nationals, yeah, we're getting 179 at Bet Online. So we'll mark that down. That we'll take in the Nationals plus 179. Next up, Cubs Padres. Likes the Cubs if you can get 132 or better. Pinnacle showing 127. Cubs, can we get 132? No, we're getting 128, so we won't take a bet there. Next up, Mets Braves. Likes the Mets if you could get 139. Incidentally, the Mets were at borderline pick 2 days ago, and they actually won their game as a huge underdog. Mets Braves says bet the Mets at 140 or better. Pinnacle showing 150. So Mets Braves, yeah, we'll take the Mets plus 150 at South Point. So mark that down. So we got for the sides, go through the totals. So again, I've reordered the columns to make this a little bit easier to view. for folks who like to see this whole table. So here's the whole list of over-under probabilities for the full slate of games today. And it's narrowed it down to 2 unders and 4 overs to take a closer look at. Unders, it's looking at the Reds Brewers, says bet under 9 if you get 103, so we're kind of looking for a 9.5 there. Reds Brewers, let's go to money lines. Let's go to totals. Reds Brewers, we got 9s across the board, and so nothing at better than even money. Or actually, well, we got a better than even money on the over, but not the under. So won't be taking a bet there. Next up, Red Sox Orioles. Again, 9s, looking for better than even money at 9, so we're kind of looking for a 9.5. Red Sox Orioles. And again, here we are, Red Sox Orioles, 9s across the board, and nothing at better than even money. Again, we got a little value at the over, or even money for the over. So let's switch our focus now to the overs. A lot of overs that it likes. So first up, Twins Dodgers. Again, over 8.5, but it wants plus 112. So we're really looking to see if we can get an 8 on the Twins Dodgers. And no, in fact, a few 9s are showing, so we're not going to get that. Next up, Cards Phillies over 7.5. If you can get basically minus 110, so that might be a possibility. Let's see. Cards Phillies over 7.5. There we go. Cards Phillies over 7.5. Actually, they're mostly showing 8s now, so it's hard to get over 7.5. The only over 7.5 is minus 118, so we're actually not getting what we need there. So we won't take a bet there. Next up, Rockies Diamondbacks, 11.5 for game at Coors Field. Taking the over. Model says again, bet the over, but it wants 113. So we're at 11.5. So we're kind of looking for an 11 at the Rockies Diamondbacks. Where are we? Here we are. Sorry. We got 11.5 across the board. And we really want to get an 11, so we're not going to take a bet there. Next up, Giants Nationals says bet over 8. You can get minus 103. So let's take a look there. Giants Nationals. And again, the point was 8, so we got to be careful because it's actually showing 8.5 almost everywhere now, and the only overs you can take are minus 120. So unfortunately, not getting what we need there. Next up, Guardians White Sox, 7.5. Wants 106. We're looking to see if we can get a 7 over on the Twins White Sox. Guardians White Sox. Guardians White Sox is here. 7.5. No, we want to get a 7. Some 8s are showing, in fact. So that won't work. Next up, Yankees Marlins. Says take over 8.5 at 103. So let's take a look at the Yankees Marlins. Uh, 8.5 across the board, nothing showing better than even money. So won't be taking that one. And finally, this game, which again I don't really even want to touch this game because the model knows nothing about this pitcher. So we're gonna leave that as it is. So it looks like we're not getting any bets on unders overs. We had the previous bets I mentioned on the sides. So that'll be our picks for the day. Again, thank you for bearing with me while I'm traveling and kind of connecting intermittently. Have a great day, and I'll see you the next time.